Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super speculation video, or basically just a general discussion at this point. And once again, I am joined by the one, the only, MJ from Geek List TV. MJ, why don't you say hello, man? Super silent. This is like suspenseful.
Should I just let you know that you cut off?
Did I cut off?
I saw, your internet went red, and I'm just like, with my hand on my chin.
Oh shit. Okay, well, we'll just start over. Are you still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hey, 3,
stay straight,
1.
man.
Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super speculation video, or just general discussion about the Universal Survival arc at this point. And I am once again joined by the one, the only, the guy who basically says very inappropriate things to me in private, and then I sometimes post them on Twitter. So basically, go look at that. Anyway, MJ from Geek List TV. MJ, why don't you say hello, man?
What's up, YouTubers? What's up, Real to Real? Thank you for having me on this video. It's always an honor to collab with you. Let's knock out this discussion.
Very awesome. Anyway, guys, before I get started here, I just want to make it absolutely clear. I got this idea from the Golden Scouter. I recently did a video with him. It'll be up either before or after this video. I'm not necessarily sure, but I'm going to put his link in the description below. Please make sure to go check him out. He does really good content. A very small YouTuber. Let's go show him some love. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about basically team-ups for the Universal Survival arc. So we got 10 people from each team, it seems like. I mean, there's really no indication that there's going to be 10 people for each team other than the promotional arc that they're putting out there, honestly. So everyone's speculating 10 people, and that's a lot for one-on-one tournaments, especially with the way... just with the way that things go in Dragon Ball, you usually get like an episode or not an episode just to kind of dedicate it to one fight or not. And if we start cutting it in half with one fight being half an episode and the other fight, it's just going to feel underwhelming and just really, really fast paced. So one of the things a lot of people have been speculating on is whether or not we're going to get like 2-on-2 matches, 3-on-3 matches, basically, whether they're going to separate them such that either the teams can actually decide how many people they want to fight in any type of matchup, or whether or not the tournament's going to declare that they have to have 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 or something like that. So we're just going to talk about some of our favorite choices to be basically teaming up together. We have at this point 17, 18, Krillin, Tenshinhan, Roshi, Gohan, Piccolo, Goku, Vegeta, and Buu. So taking those, putting them in any order that we want. So I'm just going to throw it over to MJ. Like, MJ, what is one person or one team up that you want to see? It could be two people, 3 people, anything, and why?
I believe this is a bit of a generic answer just due to the fact that I think a lot of people are thinking the same thing as me. And I'll tell you what I'm thinking in just a second. I'm thinking 17 and Piccolo.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are expecting it and thinking. Why the hell do I keep saying thinking? Anyways, people I think are expecting this just due to the fact that when you look back at the character interactions that we've gotten between some of these, you put 17 here. 17 is kind of like a wild card because he's never met Buu. He never actually got to meet Goku. You remember that? So he barely interacted with Vegeta. His most interaction was with 18 or Piccolo. So it'll be, 18 is obviously the obvious choice, but with Piccolo, a lot of people love their fight, that slugfest they had back in Z. Like, a lot of people call that one of their best fights or one of the most underrated fights from Dragon Ball. So it'll be cool to see them kind of work together, and it'll be cool to see them team up and take on somebody because, like, they know their moves. It'll be cool. Like, you can think of all the combinations. Like, can you imagine, like, Piccolo doing, like, the Hellzone grenade? I can't remember the actual name for it. I'm just calling it the Xenoverse name. You imagine him doing the Hellzone grenade, and then like 17 knows that move, so he puts up his barrier to protect himself, and then Piccolo can just go all crazy with the move. They could do like a lot of combos. 17 can obviously hold him down, similar to the whole Raditz stuff. They can do stuff like that. It'll be just cool to see that happen, but that's mine. What's yours?
Just going off that a little bit, one thing I would really like to see, and we definitely haven't really seen a team up with Piccolo for a really long time. Until the Raditz fight. And what would be really cool, considering the Raditz fight was also basically a drag-out brawl to one degree or another, it'd be super cool to see 17 basically be the distracting I guess the distracting reason to get the other people distracted, like just basically like brawling match with the other two people while either Piccolo charges up the Hellzone grenade or the Makaka Senpo, or what was the one? Was the Hellzone grenade the one where he puts his arms together? But what was the one where he did against 17, where it was just a bunch of little ki blasts that he just merged together? In order
I think that is the Hellzone. Is that
grenade.
The
Hellzone? Oh, that would be super. Like that would be super cool. You know, just a drag out brawl, and they're too distracted to see all this energy being built up around them just to boom. That
would be cool.
That would be so cool. Just kind of like also a flashback to the beginning of Z and just how Piccolo's just like, all right, I just need you to distract them and I'll win this fight for us. And it's like, okay. And he just uses,
that would be cool.
Yeah, so like that would be really cool. But just to me, like my off thing, I think we talked about this in another video, but this is the funniest one I can think of. I want Gohan to team up with Boo.
You took my idea, man.
I want Gohan to team up with Boo just because, first of all, Gohan is kind of a wild card at this point. It's not just 17 who's a wild card. Gohan also is. We don't necessarily know how strong Gohan is, but we knew Boo is basically indestructible, and it would give us a really fun reason to see if Gohan starts taking too much damage, which he might. In order to keep them in the tournament, it would be really awesome to see Gohan be absorbed by Boo and basically make Fat Buhan. Just a nod to the original series, Dragon Ball Z, and just see a funny looking Fat Boo with Gohan's gi on it, or Goku's gi, whatever you want to look at it as, and I feel like that would make people mark out like in a huge way. Just kind of like, oh my god, it's Fat Buhan, and everyone be waiting for the super, like the Dragon Ball Heroes card and the Dragon Ball Dokkan card and all the
think about the in-universe reactions too. Like the fighters are going up against, you're gonna be like, what the hell, you're still this fat blob. But then like they're not gonna realize that he's like super strong now. He's the power of Gohan and Boo, and then he has all those abilities. He's basically an indestructible fighter after that point. So
plus that would also give, if Gohan was to be taken out, not taking this seriously like he always does, it would be really interesting for Boo and actually to go in and save Gohan and save them from actually getting eliminated from the tournament or something. And maybe that puts a little bit more of a obstacle in Gohan's way, where he's like, well, I'm not taking this seriously. I need to actually start doing this. And so if we get a Gohan coming back moment, it's just another piece of that puzzle being put in there that he needs to actually experience or do in order to, see that there are stakes involved and actually get up and try. So it would work for Gohan's character. It would work as a fan moment, and it would work strategically. I think that's the best thing. Like, that's one of the coolest team ups I could think of.
Definitely, I agree with you on that, man.
Any more?
Yeah, man, I got a ton. So, I would mark out for this: Krillin, Roshi, Goku. If it's like a 3-on-3, I know people are thinking, MJ, are you crazy? Goku's astronomically stronger than them. They're not even like in the same cosmos in power of Goku, but still, I think it would just be awesome. Plus, Roshi can have any sort of technique. He can have he could put that shock technique on somebody, and while he's shocking them, that gives Goku the opening to fire a blast or to go in for the knockout hit. Or you can have Krillin do the Teioken solar flare, whatever you prefer to call it, and then of course Goku goes in for the knockout hit. They can obviously work as distractions, and plus, bro, how would you mark out for a triple Kamehameha, dude?
Oh my god, it's so cool.
I would mark out for that. I would mark out for all three of them just to line up and then just yell it. Dude, I would be yelling it too, bro. I'd be with them, bro.
That would be so.
I'd be saying that shit with them, and then it would just be awesome. Plus, it would be a callback to Dragon Ball. It'll be a callback to Roshi, Goku, Krillin, to when they train together, when they arrived at the 21st Budokai together. It would just be so awesome, and I actually think it would be a wasted opportunity if that doesn't happen. I would love for that to happen. It would just be so cool, dude.
No.
Plus, we don't know how this is gonna work. We just don't know how. All we know is the synopsis, but we don't know how the actual tournament rules are gonna play out. So can you imagine it's if it's 3-on-3 or 2-on-2, if one of your teammates gets eliminated, the whole team doesn't go out. It's just that one person gets eliminated. What if Roshi kind of being the older coach, being the older gentleman, the older master, the mentor, he kind of jumps in front of like whatever's coming towards Krillin or Goku, and he takes the L for the team.
Oh man,
dude, it would just be so. And then of course you have Goku rage out, dude. I'm just kidding, I'm going off here, but it would just be cool to get something like that. And I think it would be awesome to get that 3 combination there.
No, I completely agree. Just in terms of having basically the entire hermit school outside of
He'll be cheering on the sides, bro. He'll be cheering on the sides, going with them. He'll be on the sides doing the Kamehameha pose with them, bro.
Exactly. Like
I'm with you in spirit, guys.
But not really. No, like I completely agree with that. Like just having the Turtle Hermit School basically just kind of fight together would be something of true epicness for the most part. Here's like the one I know I really want, like you already mentioned just briefly. But I guess if I'm going to do like my top 3, I would really want to have 18, 17, and Krillin fight together because just for me, I know a lot of people are hoping like, oh, I want to see 18 and 17 fight together. It's just going to be so cool to see them do that basically sadistic dance that they did in the History of Trunks arc or the special. And yes, that would be super cool. It's one of the things that is the standout for that entire special and almost that entire arc, just seeing them basically be so maniacal and working together to kill Gohan. But at the same time, that's what everyone wants to see. I want to see something a little bit different with, I think if you add Krillin the same way, like Krillin can be a distracting point, Krillin can be an interesting little pair off with them, especially getting to see character moments. If Krillin and 18 are fighting together, then you have Marin on the sideline being super adorable, cheering on her parents or even her uncle. And then you get to see basically maybe even 17 finally coming to grips or even kind of understanding why or how 18 fell for Krillin. Because like you said, strategically, maybe Krillin takes the fall for the 2 or takes the fall for 17 because like he's just that type of a good guy, or takes the fall for his wife, which is even more of a good guy type of thing. And at the same time, like he has his Keens on, he has the solar flare, he has a bag of tricks that still work against really powerful people. So it's not like he's going to be incredibly useless in that fight, but just seeing kind of merging 18 and 17's deadly kind of team up with Krillin's backup would be something really interesting just to have as a strategic kind of going in there. But I guess if you're going to pare it down to, it has to be 2-on-2, then you could separate it either way. Everyone wants to see 17 and 18 fight together because of what I've mentioned, and then everyone wants to see 18 and Krillin fight together because it's not something that we've ever seen. And just seeing how these two people, the couple, like essentially the only couple we've ever seen fight together or who could fight together in any type of Dragon Ball situation, it would just be really interesting to see how they work it out and how they kind of communicate with each other and give us kind of an insight to what their relationship is. So there's a lot of character moments to be had there too, not just strategy or anything like that, and that would make me really excited.
I agree with that as well, and I'll actually add one more in before we get out of here. Another 3-man combo: Vegeta, Krillin, Gohan. Now, for people who don't want to hear about spoilers, cover your ears, close your ears, mute this video right now. Okay, so basically, we know in the future upcoming episodes that Goku will be training with Krillin and Gohan as sparring partners for each episode. I can't remember which episodes they are, but he will be sparring with them and training with them. So there you go. We're gonna get some Gohan and Krillin training, and it'll just be cool to get that Namek callback where it's like you have whoever's the 3 guys you're going up against, you have Vegeta step up, Gohan step up, and then Krillin step up, and you have Vegeta just be like, can you guys keep up? And they're like, oh yeah, we've been training, and then boom, like they just do that pose where like Gohan and Krillin do their stance, and then like Vegeta in the back, like kind of just being the leader. It would be cool to get like a callback to that and to see them work together. And obviously, Krillin, like we mentioned before in this whole entire video, he may be one of the weaker fighters, but he can still be used in the sense that he has a lot of techniques to be used. He knows a lot of the Turtle Hermit techniques. Obviously, he knows the Teioken from Tenshinhan, the Solar Flare, so he can use that. Obviously, Gohan, we don't know how strong he's going to be, but he's been training with Piccolo, and then now he's going to be training with Goku in the future episode. So then there you have that, and then obviously Vegeta, who's basically a god. It'll be cool to see them work together and to see them do a team up, So I think that would be a cool callback for all the Vegeta Gohan fans and the Vegeta Krillin and Gohan, and obviously just the Krillin and Gohan fans, because it was Krillin and Gohan for a good majority of the time after the Saiyan arc. It was them two. They were buddies. You know what I mean? So it'll be cool to see that callback as well.
No, I completely agree, and just one last one I want to put out there, just to kind of a throwback. A lot of these are throwbacks. We've kind of seen these team ups before in one way or another. I would really like to see if they're going to have 2-on-2, Krillin and Piccolo, like they did. They teamed up against Nappa.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the multi-form technique. You got a lot. Or even just, or you know what I'd like to see going into a 3-person team? I want to see Krillin, Piccolo, and Gohan, and I want to see them redo the same technique they did against Nappa, where they distracted him and basically Krillin hit him upwards, Piccolo hit him down, and Gohan was too afraid to hit him going down and basically just.
But now he's not.
But now he's not. That would be so cool, dude. Oh my god.
That would be a mark out moment, dude. I would love that so much.
Yeah, like you have like basically whoever they're fighting go up. Piccolo hits him down, and he's like, Gohan, do it now! And like Gohan just like, Kame, just like blow that guy away. Like, so fucking cool, man.
That would be so fucking dope, dude.
Oh my god, like there's so many guys, there's so many mark out moments, there's so many amazing moments for basically any type of Dragon Ball content, any type of team up that we might even possibly get for this arc. And like I said, we've mentioned a whole lot. There's no way of telling one way or the other whether we're actually going to get team ups at this point. It might just be one-on-one matches. I really hope not. Just everything.
Yeah, I really hope not either. It's going to be weird if it's one-on-one, in my opinion. If it's one-on-one, to me, that tells me this tournament can actually fall on his face, because it's like you have all these fighters, and if it's one-on-one, that tells me we're not going to see half of the fucking fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
we're going to see like way less. So it's like
we're not gonna get to see the potential. I mean, they're going into this tournament with people who are on incredibly different scales. Master Roshi to Goku, that's basically the scale that we have, and the problem with that is the fact that like certain people are not useful if not in a group or not very strategic, and they can get rid of a lot of that by just putting people in groups and making certain people as strategic participants in one fight or another, and make it really interesting to see that particular situation. So I really hope they do this. It sounds like MJ really hopes they do this. But before we get out of here, guys, unless MJ has any other ones that he's thought of.
Boo and 18, so Boo can absorb her and we can get a female Majin, dude.
That would actually be pretty cool. I feel like they're only gonna do, if they're gonna do,
and then Krillin will fucking freak, dude. Krillin will be like, what?
Yeah, if they're gonna do, my thought is if they're gonna do one person that Boo's gonna absorb, I would really like to see him absorb Gohan, because I feel like it could work story wise, like I said earlier. But yeah, before we do get out of here, though, I want everyone to know that, like I said, I got the idea for this episode or this discussion on the Golden Scouters page. I'm going to leave that in the description below that video. Please make sure to go check it out, especially if you're really interested in hearing more ideas of team ups and strategies for different team ups or something. He goes pretty much, he explains a lot more, but he does doubles, not triples or anything like that. And he didn't necessarily go, he didn't talk about it so much as he just kind of, he mentions it, and then he kind of talks about exactly the type of fighting style he wants to see. So there's a lot more in depth in that way. So please make sure to go check that out. Anyway, guys, we're gonna peace out here. Please make sure to go check out MJ. He makes some really awesome content. And obviously right now, if you're even familiar with my channel, you're probably familiar with his as well. But if you're not, or if you've just stumbled on this, please make sure to go check him out, because he does really awesome stuff. So anyway, guys, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And we're gonna check you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.